Welcome back to my S-Rank walkthrough for Resident Evil 5, my friends. We are about to start a new chapter. Before we do so, I'm just upgrading the capacity of my handgun a little bit, and I'm also going to increase the firepower of my sniper rifle. This chapter is going to be a very difficult one because we're going to have to battle multiple enemies at the same time, as per usual, but we will also have to provide cover for two different characters. And we'll also battle a bunch of chainsaw Magini, so we're going to use a lot of ammunition here. That's why I've been trying my best to save up ammunition, because I know that I'm going to be using a lot of it for this chapter.
You grab it. Roger.
First we're going to make our stand here and take care of a few wasteland Magini, because we're protected in this area and we can take care of most of them before they get close to us using the sniper rifle. The good thing about this area is the fact that if the enemies fall into the water, they'll be eaten by a crocodile, so I guess this is one of those times where the animals are coming to your aid. So if you make them fall into the water, they will die automatically. That was totally a miss.
You grab it. Okay.
See, they're falling into the water and all you see is their blood in the water because they were eaten by a crocodile. It allows us to save up ammunition and take care of all the enemies quickly. Let's take care of that guy now.
Take it.
Okay.
Take it.
Roger.
Quickly take care of that guy who's firing arrows at you, because they're explosive arrows and they have a fairly good range, so you'll take damage if they land close to you. We're getting a little bit overwhelmed here.
Take it.
Okay.
And now we can jump back down. And Chris is going to be doing a little bit of dodging while
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Roger.
Sheva turns this wheel around.
Roger. Get on the left and I'll turn the crank.
This segment can be troublesome because we'll have to avoid crocodile attacks by pressing a sequence of buttons, and we'll have to do this at least 4 times, so be prepared to dodge.
Be careful on that thing.
Normally you have to press either L2 or R2, L1 or R1, or square and X. In this case it was L2 and R2. The combination has always been the same so far, so that's good. But I'm certain that there's other combinations.
Be careful on that thing.
To be honest, when I did my practice run, the combinations were always L2, R2 as well. So maybe they changed it for this HD version, but I doubt it, because it doesn't seem that they changed a whole lot. aside from the graphics, of course. and just how fluid everything looks, but make sure you get the 2 treasures from these small torches up in the ceiling. And be careful as you step into the next area, because there will be snakes and they will jump out of the tall grass. Kind of feels like we're playing Pokemon with the tall grass, but anyway, they jump out and they will damage you. So I like to send Sheva to pick up everything up while I stay behind. At least the AI is useful that way. Make sure you get that BSAA emblem. And I think Sheva got the beetle here, because there's a beetle right around here, but
Take it.
Roger.
no, there it is. She didn't get it. And there's a few crates inside here. And now we're going to step inside the oil field. It's a difficult segment once again because there's just so many enemies here.
Yeah.
First let's get
Enemy's not getting away this time.
a treasure that's up there. Another ruby. And now we can step inside.
Come on!
Okay.
Hurry!
Okay.
Hurry!
As soon as you step inside this area, Sheva's AI, or Chris's AI if you're playing as Sheva, will start firing at the enemies, so they will immediately start firing at you as well. It's a little bit annoying, but it will be just fine. There's going to be a guy with dynamite. So make sure you shoot him and he will blow up himself and his friends. They aren't very smart. And be careful here, always go for the neck breaker when you finish them off, because a lot of the Magini in this area will turn into Cephalos if you don't go for the neck breaker move. This guy usually turns, so that's why I'm being extra careful here.
You grab it.
Okay.
I know there's a guy up there, but Sheva will take care of him. There we go.
You grab it.
Roger.
You grab it.
Roger.
Sheva.
Roger.
We're going to pick up a grenade and we're going to jump down. There will be enemies coming from this side, so we're going to throw a grenade to stop them, because there's quite a few of them. Now let's take care of that guy. There we go.
You grab it.
Roger.
Take it.
Roger.
By the way, I think I forgot to pick up a beetle near the first wheel that Sheva turned, but I'm not going to worry about that right now, because we're going to battle one of those chainsaw guys. This doesn't seem like a practical method at all to get around between valves, but whatever. Sheva says that she will cover you, but she does a terrible job at it. So be prepared, and we're going to use the shotgun strategy to get rid of the chainsaw guy. You can also try and shoot him in the head with the handgun. 2 bullets will stun him, and then you can follow it up with a punch, but that will take longer. There we go. Keep in mind that he will get back up once again, and he will enter into a frenzy mode where he will just start slashing everything in his path. So we're going to get away from him, and we'll use the sniper rifle to finish him off, because he's a lot quicker the second time around. It's just more dangerous. I just need to find a good angle to shoot him, really. Well, I hear him, but I don't know where he is. Let's just get up here and get the job done. And just in case things go bad, I can always use that lever to run away. 2 more bullets should be enough. I don't think I need to make a run for it. There we go. That was very close, wasn't it? But it worked. There's a lot of chainsaw machine in this chapter. And it's best to get rid of one first before fighting the other. Otherwise you might be overwhelmed. Chris's arms are bigger than he said. It's really ridiculous. I don't know why they changed him so much. But then again, you could argue that they completely changed the gameplay of Resident Evil 5 in comparison to the early Resident Evil games as well, so they were clearly more worried about making an action game rather than a survival horror game.
You grab it.
Okay.
So now we're going to use the same strategy here. This guy has a little bit more health than the first chainsaw guy. I'm surprised Sheva went for a follow-up to that attack. As you can see, this guy has a lot of health, but we're just going to knock him down once, and then we'll make a run for it towards the exit, because we don't have a lot of time. And truth be told, you can avoid this guy. You can make a run towards the exit. There's going to be a few Magini here, but you can dispose of them with a grenade and then just make a run towards the exit, and you won't have to waste ammunition on this guy. But it's because of these 2 chainsaw Magini that I told you that you would need to save up ammunition for this chapter. As you can see, we use up quite a lot, and there's just so many enemies that even though you can try and get away with completing this section with less ammunition, it's just easier if you have a lot of shotgun bullets, because the shotgun is great for crowd control, and it just makes your life easier, especially for the next part.
You grab it.
Roger.
I think that the next segment is the hardest part of this chapter,
Thanks, partner.
so be prepared.
Sheva, come on!
Josh,
Sheva?
you're alive. Are you okay? Well, how did you get here?
We were at the port when we were attacked. And then, well, I ended up here. Where's the rest of the team? Shit!
It's just the three of us now.
Why did you not retreat? I mean, we are no match for them!
I've got unfinished business.
The hard drive containing data on the BOW experiment had a picture inside. The picture was of Chris's friend.
A friend?
I'm not leaving until I catch Irving and find out what the hell's going on here.
Let's save the chit-chat for later. Sheva, cover me!
Hurry!
Okay guys, so during this segment we have to cover Josh, and Josh can die during this segment, so be careful and keep an eye out for him. And of course you also need to keep an eye out for your AI partner, regardless if it's Sheva or Chris, because they will most likely take damage here. Herbs do work on Josh, even though you can see his health bar, so make sure that every once in a while you heal him, because if he dies then you'll have to start over and you don't want that.
Come on! You grab it.
Okay.
At one point there's going to be two papachangos, or those big Magini, and I'm going to try and stun them momentarily and then make a run towards the elevator. There's going to be a second wave of enemies now, and some of them will turn into Cephalos, so you need to be careful. Going to throw a grenade through the window, and that will stop enemies from coming through that side for a little while. And that will allow me to focus on this side, even though eventually there will be enemies coming from the other side once again. And remember, you need to keep an eye out for Josh, because since you can see his health bar, you don't know what his health situation is, so he might die suddenly and you'll have to start over. Here come the big man Machini. Come on Josh, hurry up.
You two, on the elevator! Move!
I'm not going to worry about the second one, instead we're just going to get out of here, because we might be overwhelmed. In this next segment we're going to tell the AI to go forward, so that the AI distracts our enemies, and then we're going to use the sniper rifle or the handgun, whichever you want, to dispose of the Magini with crossbows. That was a double headshot. Now we can keep going. If you want to be on the safe side, make sure you give another herb to Josh, just to make sure that he's okay. There's a few more. Oh, that was lucky on my part. I didn't think there would be crossbow Maginis behind us. I guess there was one. Well, Sheva served as a wall here, so can't complain.
Take this.
Take it.
Okay.
Damn it. Is everything locked down?
Now we need to make sure that the next wave of Magini don't get close enough to Josh. There's going to be another chainsaw guy, and
This is going to be a
if he touches Josh, Josh is dead. He won't survive. So your goal here is to keep him away from Josh. But if you finish off this chainsaw Magini, you will also get a gold ring as a reward. That's why I brought my Magnum, just to speed things up a little bit, because as you can see there's a lot of them. And I just wasted 2 bullets. Can't let him get close to Josh here, so let's try and finish him off quickly. I might just use my Magnum. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. There we go. That wasn't that bad. And now we can get out of here. We made it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm okay.
It looks like Irving is trying to blow up the place and make his escape. You must stop him before it is too late. I'll try to find us a way out of here.
All right. We'll go after Irving.
Good. Okay. Now there's a dock up ahead. That is probably where he's going to make his break.
Copy that. And Josh! Be careful.
Let's hurry.
Okay.
Okay guys, so we can finally catch a little break here. That was an intense segment. Very difficult segment. It's an action fest for sure. I suppose that you could say that from chapter 2.3 up until the end of the game, the rest of the game is just an action fest.
Sheva, hurry!
It's not a bad action game though. I enjoy Resident Evil 5 for what it is. Obviously, it's not your typical Resident Evil game, at least compared to the original games, but we're going to place 2 proximity bombs here. I believe this should work and that they won't disappear after a cutscene plays, but we're essentially placing both proximity bombs on the entrance point where a bunch of enemies will come through, so hopefully it will work. If it doesn't, then I'll just throw a grenade. And we're going to get the last BSAA emblem in this chapter. There's only 2 of them, to be honest. And
Okay.
then we're going to make a run for it. We don't have a lot of time here, so we have to be quick. Just what I needed.
There he is! Wait, isn't that...
Splendid
Okay guys, once again the entire village is coming after us. And we have 2 minutes to get out of here, otherwise we will die. First let's get that BSAA Emblem. Almost forgot about it. And let's use the shotgun here to create a safe passage. And don't bother fighting the enemies, your goal is to get out of here in time. Okay, and this is the part where my proximity bomb should have exploded, but it didn't for some reason. And there's going to be dogs on this side. So I guess I'll have to improvise. I did not expect this to happen. Oh well. Let's just keep running. And now we just have to wait for Josh and Sheva, but this chapter is complete. Hurry!
Quickly, we must go! Are you alright?
Okay guys, and that's it for this chapter. It's a long chapter, so I'm not surprised that I got an A in clear time, but I got an S rank in everything else, so we got the overall S rank. As always, thank you so much for watching, and get ready because in the next chapter we're going on a boat chase. Wonderful. Take care.